Hey everyone, welcome back. In the last class, we were talking about adding jQuery to to your project, and so to our simple JavaScript button here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to um, this line right here is how we add jQuery in the HTML, and that allows us then to have a um, reference of that jQuery, which is a $ symbol. That's what they chose to use for a way to reference their library. And then we call a .get, and this get function will actually make a network call to a backend API. And this backend API, um, the one that we're using is called pokeapi.co. And so we put this, so this takes two, but this is a function call. And when you call a function, you know, the name of the function, and you put open and closing parentheses. So there's open and closing parentheses. The first parameter is a string, and that's the URL. And there's a comma that separates it. And the second parameter is a function call, also known as an anonymous function. So this function has a parameter of data, one parameter called data, and that whenever I run it, I console log data. If I just console log data, and then I run my website, so I'm going to hit this run button here. But if that doesn't work for you, what you want to do is you go into this Explorer tab, and then you just right-click on index.html, copy path, and then paste that into your browser. And that should let you also open this page. So I'm going to right-click, hit inspect. We're going to go to the console, and then I'm going to hit the button. And so now this is the data that came through. So this is a lot of data coming in JSON format from the backend API. Um, and So as you can see, the top level fields are abilities, base experience, cries, forms, game indices. There's a lot of things here. So what we're going to do is we're going to, past types. Past types is actually an array. This is actually good. But this looks like it's empty. All right, anyway. So, this one here is an array. So most of these are all, this is a field, and it's a field, and this looks like a field as an object, and most of these are fields of objects or strings. This is a number right here. But this one right here is actually, stats is an array. An array is a different way of referencing. So, but before we go any further, we're going to look at the name. So the name of this is right here. You can see it's Ditto. So that's the name of this particular Pokemon. So if I want to just look at the name, I would do data dot. Actually, I'm not even going to do that. Well, yeah, I'm not going to do that because the way to reference that is data dot name like this, and that would give you Ditto. But what I'm going to do is we want to actually show the name in the web page. So instead of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this h1 tag, and I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to just Pokemon name, and then I'm going to give it that's just going to be a placeholder for until I actually show the name. And then I'm going to give this an ID, and the ID is going to be name. Okay, so now I've got an h1 tag with an ID of name in my HTML. So I'm going to save that, and then I'm going to go over to JavaScript, and I'm going to say document dot get element by ID. This is a function call, and the my autocomplete has helped me out here. So basically, that's what I want. I want name, the element, the ID of the element is the h1 tag. This is considered an element. This is an element. This is an element. This is an element. This is an element. All these things that have these angle brackets on them are considered elements. And the one that we want is the one that has the ID of name. So in this one, we're saying we're getting element by ID name. Which element has an ID of name? Well, this h1 tag is an ID of name. That's the only one it's going to get. So, and then we to .inner HTML, we're saying, hey, I want to look at the HTML of that, because this is HTML, and I want to reassign that to data.name. So the inner HTML of this is what's put in here. So this is actually inner HTML. Right now it's text of Pokemon name. We're going to replace that text with the name of the Pokemon that we just got from the data. So let's run this and see what we get. Actually, I need to refresh the page. So now it has Pokemon name there, and if I hit click me, it says ditto. So that's how you display the name of your Pokemon on there. And we're going to go on to talk about how to do the show an image, but that's what we're just doing the name for now. All right, thanks. Have a good week.